Right now at 6, officials warn the public about a specific type of algae popping up in local bodies of water.
And the Northern Wisconsin State Fair is underway. We're giving you an inside look into all of the opening day festivities.
We're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. We're learning new details about a stabbing incident in Clark County. 24-year-old Victor Gomez Acosta faces 2 counts of first-degree intentional homicide and 1 count of attempted first-degree intentional homicide. According to the criminal complaint, Gomez Acosta stabbed his wife and 2 children at their Abbotsford home on Friday. The 2 kids died and his wife was severely injured. He also allegedly stabbed himself several times and told police that, quote, crazy guys stabbed him. Gomez Acosta is held on a $1 million cash bond. His initial appearance is set for July 30th, and if convicted, he faces life in prison.
New details are also emerging about the subject of an erroneous shelter-in-place order issued in Winona earlier this week. 25-year-old Stig Uri is in Winona County Jail on charges of second-degree assault with a dangerous weapon and disarming a police officer. Winona police say Monday they went to do a welfare check on the 250 block of Junction Street. A witness told police Uri stabbed her in the neck with a sharp object and ran away. Police later found and arrested Uri and took him to a hospital. Officials say Uri there refused to cooperate and threw an empty urine cup and tried to grab an officer's gun. Uri is held on a $500,000 cash bond. His next court date is July 24th.
A Minnesota state trooper is facing manslaughter charges. Prosecutors say 32-year-old officer Shane Roper caused a traffic accident back in May that killed a teen driver. 18-year-old Olivia Flores died in the crash and 5 other people were injured. Roper was involved in a pursuit at the time. He allegedly did not have his emergency lights on and was driving 83 miles per hour on a road where the speed limit is 40. Records show at least 4 times on that same day he engaged in high-speed driving without emergency lights, reaching a top speed of 135 miles per hour.
An Onalaska individual charged with possessing child pornography is pleading not guilty. 22-year-old Clayton Solberg, who now identifies as Sophie Solberg, is pleading not guilty to 5 felony counts of child porn possession. According to the criminal complaint, a Dropbox account linked to Solberg contained videos and images of child sexual abuse. Solberg posted a $20,000 cash bond last month and has a status conference in September.
3 juveniles are in custody in relation to a string of burglaries last night and early this morning. According to the Vernon County Sheriff, the suspects allegedly stole a vehicle in La Crosse, then went to Viola, where they broke into multiple cars and stole from them. Law enforcement found the stolen vehicle traveling west on State Highway 56. It fled and eventually crashed. The driver escaped the scene on foot, but was eventually caught back in La Crosse. The other 2 suspects were not in the vehicle, but were found and arrested in Viola.
Well, you can certainly feel the heat today and around the mid-80s, at least I saw on my dash cam temperature gauge, but it's going to get even hotter in a couple of days, Greg.
Yeah, mid-80s is kind of where we should be for this time of year, but yeah, definitely we're going to see hotter conditions. The good news is the Mississippi River continues to fall. Wabasha, Winona will be probably in action stage tomorrow, minor in a couple days for La Crosse and McGregor, and upstream towards Red Wing, they're actually below action stage, so it's falling quite rapidly, so we should not be dealing with too much of that anymore. There's your showers and storms out there. Very few of them, but they're a little bit stronger as you go further south and west of the area with some more activity to the north. We kind of see a little bit of a shower activity kind of near Glow to Medford, kind of Bloomer, kind of coming down this way, drifting southwestward. That's one area. Other area, kind of like a shower or storm that kind of continues to pop up in near Crawford County, near Decorah too, and stronger activity as you go further west. But that's kind of what we're looking at. And really over time, we're just going to see that area up to the north kind of drift south. So a sprinkle or shower is possible around I-94 and then eventually to La Crosse as we get closer to 10. But overall, most areas will remain dry with this activity, and that's what you look at the forecast temperatures getting down to the 70-degree mark too at both sites with a shower or 2 possible, but most areas will remain dry. Otherwise, our temperatures should be in the mid-80s. Well, we're going to be seeing probably the low 90s, a little taste of the heat and humidity come this weekend. We'll kind of break down when to see it, and those storm chances also that may come with it a bit later broadcast.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Well, this morning, State Senator Brad Pfaff and Representative Jill Billings visited the Coulee Region Adult Day Center in Onalaska. That center provides care for adults with disabilities and elderly people from communities across the region. The legislators toured the facility to get a first-hand look at how they operate and to discuss the importance of the services provided. Billings says it's crucial these types of facilities are getting the funds they need to keep their doors open.
With increase in food prices and making sure that salaries keep up for employees, it's important to look at that equation and make sure that the reimbursement is solid for people who have facilities like this.
Now, the center's owner says she's had trouble hiring staff and providing quality services after their budget recently went down.
The DNR is reminding people about the risk of blue-green algae in local bodies of water. Blue-green algae can sicken humans and animals if swallowed. While not usually fatal to humans, it has been known to kill dogs and other pets. Symptoms of blue-green algae exposure include seizures, vomiting, and gastrointestinal distress. Although the algae sometimes resembles spilled green paint, a DNR expert warns that isn't always the case.
There are planktonic or free-floating blue-green algae that often look like tiny green particles in water. They might look like mint green dust. There are some that can look like tiny grass clippings that float on the surface too. But in general, they can be a lot of different colors other than green.
Now, to report a case of blue-green algae-related illness, call the Wisconsin Department of Health Services at 608-266-1120. And if you're in the Gopher State, contact the Minnesota Department of Health about suspected exposure. That number will be on our digital platforms.
The Northern Wisconsin State Fair kicked off today in Chippewa Falls.
And that's where we'll find News 8 Now's Michael Germain soaking up the sun and festivities. Michael, how's it going out there?
That's right, Ken and Emily, definitely soaking up the sun. It's a hot one. I kind of got a little bit of a sweat going on. I think I'm going to need some cool water after this. But nonetheless, this has been going on. It's kind of a tradition here in Wisconsin. It's been hosted here for nearly above 100 years. And officials tell me that it's grown in popularity and size over the years, allowing more and more people to create cherished memories to come. The Northern Wisconsin State Fair is primarily known for its agriculture, and it's been that way since the beginning.
We've been that way for the last 126 years. This is our 126th edition.
With time, all good things naturally evolve, and Volk says they've made changes to make the experience even better.
So what you can expect is some really nice facilities. We've invested over $7.5 million in the last 2 years in new agricultural barns.
In 2019, their main agricultural show house collapsed, resulting in some brand new infrastructure.
So what you find now when you come to the Northern Wisconsin State Fair is brand new buildings where the cattle are being kept, where the sheep are at, the swine.
Although the fairgrounds have changed a bit throughout the years, people are still drawn to its familiarity.
We do it every year as a tradition, and we're really close because of the fair. Just ride as many rides as you can, even if you don't like them.
Fair officially kicked off today and will run until Sunday. Now, Ken and Emily, I think I'm going to go get some cotton candy, maybe get a cold beverage, and maybe just hang out here for a little bit. Back to you guys.
You enjoy that cool water. That he was looking forward to. Hot day, I want a cool glass of water.
Yeah, no lemonade or fun, just a water for Michael Germain.
Oh boy.
Thank you, Michael. Well, a major housing development is coming to Viroqua.
And city officials are using part of the space to solve an ongoing issue in the community.
Life's busy. Off is not an option. You need to be on time, on the go, on the call, or just ready to play on. Life's waiting. Power on with Batteries Plus. Visit one of over 700 locations today.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
How much I weigh is nobody's business.
But Eric Hovde wants to make it his.
Eric Hovde thinks that if you're overweight, insurance companies should charge you more.
There should be consequences to those personal choices. Fine, you want to do that? Your health care is going to cost more.
How insulting is that?
Hovde would increase healthcare costs for 1 out of every 3 people in Wisconsin.
Eric Hovde, what the hell is wrong with this guy?
It's Hy-Vee's Big Beverage Sale this Friday through Sunday. Stock up on 6-pack bottles of Coke products, just $3.99 each when you buy 3. 24-pack Pepsi products, just $9.99. Stay hydrated with Gatorade 8-packs, just $5.48. Fuel your workouts or your work week with Monster, NOS, Full Throttle, or Alani Nu energy drinks, 3 for $5. Plus, save on Red Bull, Celsius, and more. Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee.
Batteries Plus has the national scale for all your power needs and a dedicated expert for the local support you want. Power on with Batteries Plus Business.
A new housing project is making waves in Viroqua, and as News 8 Now's Allison Fergut explains, a unique component of the facility is aiming to help area families.
Although it doesn't look like much yet, come fall 2025 and this new development will include a childcare facility. City staff and residents alike say the center couldn't come at a better time.
There's plenty that Viroqua has to offer, but childcare is hard to come by.
There's a lot of places that are full.
Rural Vernon County residents say finding nearby affordable childcare can be an uphill climb.
Previous to my current daycare, they were charging $50 a day. And right now it's $35 a day, and I waitress. Depending on the day, it's not always quite doable to pay that much.
It's a story city officials have heard time and time again.
There's some data that shows that the city of Viroqua and the Vernon County is a child care desert, like a lot of rural places on this side of the state.
A few years ago, the perfect grant opportunity presented a chance to do something about it.
And they said, do you want to put an application together? We put that together in maybe 3 weeks.
Through a combination of funding, a new housing development became possible. Known as the Main Street Apartments, it will include 65 units of low-income housing, 2 retail spaces, and a 6,000-foot childcare facility.
When we were looking at this grant opportunity and looking for ways to have a good outcome and make an impact, they just seemed like a natural fit together.
The city is currently looking for a provider for the space, and they're using a unique incentive to draw people in.
It's always sort of stated generally that what providers need to pay their employees doesn't match up with what families can pay the providers. And so by trying to make the space available for $1 rent annually, you sort of take that expense out of the equation and hopefully the rest of the numbers work.
The center is set to open in the fall of 2025 and is estimated to serve 76 kids. Residents say it's something they're already looking forward to.
I think it would be a big relief, especially to parents who have been searching and searching. So having a center that big, I think, would be really beneficial.
Reporting in Viroqua, Allison Fergut, News 8 Now.
Okay, thank you, Allison. Child care providers who are interested in applying for the space can do so until the end of August.
Breaking ground on a new park.
Details on the addition to the village of Trempealeau in just a few minutes.
And more of the same for Thursday with some fog in the morning, maybe a shower in the afternoon, but we got some bigger changes coming after Friday as the heat and humidity comes back for the area. We'll time out when the heat does arrive, how much the temperatures look like, and whether we got any showers or thunderstorms for your weekend. That coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
If you're interested in installing a solar system this year, listen up. We only have a few available spots remaining in 2024. Scan the QR code on your screen now to save your spot so you can get solar and get saving with Olson Solar Energy.
Isn't it time you turn your backyard into the oasis you've always wanted? Come to La Crosse Fireplace Company and find your outdoor setup. Imagine gathering with family and friends around your wood-fired pizza oven. Sit back and relax around your new fire table. Available in different sizes and styles to fit your lifestyle and budget. Stop in this month and receive 15% off all in-stock outdoor products. La Crosse Fireplace Company, because your place is outside by the fire.
Okay, 500 deluxe garden gnomes. Wow.
I only meant to order 5. There's not enough money in my account for these. I'm gonna get charged.
2 things I just can't deal with: overdraft charges and garden gnomes. But your BMO Smart Advantage checking account gives you an extra day to avoid an overdraft fee.
Nice to see a bank cutting people some slack.
Well, mistakes happen, and we give you time to correct them.
So you don't like gnomes, huh? What about that one?
That one I like a lot.
BMO. Save big money with these hot deals at Menards. All prices after 11% rebate. Save big on Bonnie plants, all on sale. Stay cool with an oscillating pedestal fan, just $12.98. Play sand is just $2.48 per bag. Construction adhesive, only $2.49. These hot deals won't last long. Hurry in before time runs out. Sign up for Menards emails to get more hot deals, plus the weekly flyer right to your inbox.
Save big money at Menards.
Your adventure starts here at Ho-Chunk Gaming Black River Falls. We've got something for everyone. Explore hundreds of miles of off-road fun. Cap off the night with the crew by spinning up even more excitement. Or slow it down and relax. Just the two of you. Your adventure awaits outdoors, indoors. Call or visit Ho-Chunk Gaming Black River Falls today. Experience the difference. Trail Riders Package available.
If you're interested in installing a solar system this year, listen up. We only have a few available spots remaining in 2024. Scan the QR code on your screen now to save your spot so you can get solar and get saving with Olson Solar Energy.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
A vibrant community hub where every visitor feels a sense of belonging and joy.
That's what the Village of Trempealeau wants to create with its $6 million Parkland project.
Work on the park officially kicked off today with a public groundbreaking ceremony. The multi-use community park will include a 6,000 square foot all abilities playground, a paved walking trail, plus a building with conference space, bathrooms, and concessions.
According to one of the project's leaders, today's groundbreaking fulfills a dream that was long in the making for Trempealeau.
Me and the board felt it was needed because of what we hear from the community. The community's been talking about this for over 20 years, long before I started my tenure with the village. And the village, purchased this land back in 2014. So it's been talked about for a long time.
The new park will include pickleball and tennis courts,
Boom.
basketball courts, and a softball diamond with artificial turf. Ooh. It will also hold the Trempealeau County Pool at some point in the future. Work on phase 1 of the Parkland project is expected to finish up next year in May.
Well, it sounds like they've thought of everything for a great summer.
Looks like you're going to be there. Sounds like you are going to be there. In
I
the
might
pool,
partake
the
once it's open.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And like they said, a long time coming. And again, all those things would have been great to enjoy on a day like today. Mid-80s, warmth is what we're feeling, and it's going to stay warm for the next couple of days. Let's send it over to Greg for all the details.
Yeah, we've had a fairly good start to the July with the temperatures here. We haven't seen too much of oppressive heat or humidity, but that's going to change at least coming up this weekend. But really more of the same that we've seen the last couple days. Few showers or storms until about 11 p.m. or so. Most areas, as we saw the last couple days, will remain dry. Thursday, we still got some morning fog. A lot of areas have seen that. Yesterday, we'll see it once again, maybe a little bit more widespread, especially further north you go. Still an outside shot for a shower. That's mainly for southern areas. And then sunny Friday, that definitely looks all sun. And then you'll notice the humidity start to increase Friday night and especially going into Saturday. And that's just the start of it. But for tonight, a lot of the activity is really to our southwest, but we still got a little bit of a you can call it a line or area, just a little bit of a showers coming through. That may drift south towards La Crosse here later this evening. So we still might see a sprinkle or two all the way to about 10, but most areas will remain dry. Clearing up to the north, more cloud covers go further south. Overall temperatures continue to fall back. And then as we wake up tomorrow morning, you can see we're going to see some patchy fog or low clouds developing, especially in the clear areas to the north. So overall tonight, temperatures will be very similar to what we had. Mid-50s where we have cooler conditions, mid-60s in a lot of other locations, give or take that with the fog potential there. And you can see as you wake up tomorrow morning, that area of low clouds here north of Eau Claire, you can see some of that further west. Could be low clouds or patchy fog. It should quickly burn off as we get to about 8 or 9 p.m. Plenty of sun to start off, but you'll notice in the afternoon we're still seeing a little bit unstable air down there, and a few showers tend to pop up right along I-90 or further south. So majority of the area will be dry tomorrow, but once again we could see a few showers west of the area to south of La Crosse through the afternoon and the evening hours as temperatures climb back up to more seasonable conditions once again. Now we do have the heat coming. It's going to be probably Saturday and Sunday. This looks at the heat risk, and we're going to get at least into the major category come late Saturday or especially on Sunday. Sunday should be the most oppressive heat. The good news is it falls back to the south pretty quickly as we go into early next week, so it won't last. We also got the potential as this pattern change comes with showers and thunderstorms probably Saturday night into Sunday, and they could be severe, but we've got a little low confidence exactly where this track is. Right now I think the confidence is a little bit higher I-90 and northward that we could see a couple rounds of storms come through late Saturday, even into Sunday. So we'll have to keep an eye on that, but the chances are low. But still, if we do get some storms, they're likely they could be strong to severe. But here's your temperatures for tomorrow. Very seasonable, yet maybe a degree or two above average for some areas, but all in all, not too bad. Low humidity. That shower chance probably is further south and generally in the southern zones as we go further north. Once again, mid-80s with some. As you go even further north up to Ladysmith, we're still looking at low to mid-80s. Very similar type of conditions too. Then as we go throughout the 8-day forecast, the heat and humidity come back on Saturday and Sunday. But notice that it doesn't last too long, because this time next week we're back into the upper 70s and cool. So it's just a taste. Very typical that we get this at least in July a couple times.
Sure.
It won't last too long, but definitely you're going to need to stay hydrated this weekend.
All right. Good to keep in mind. Thank you, Greg. Coming up next in sports, the Timberwolves appoint a new general manager from within the organization. Plus, the Twins with a doubleheader in the Windy City today. Could they keep their perfect record against the White Sox alive? Jacob's got the answer next.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Would you hire a barber who's never cut hair before? So why send someone to Congress who's never held public office and never passed a single bill? I'm Katrina Shankland. I approve this message because we need an experienced Congresswoman. Right, Jed?
Knutson Roofing, locally owned with 20 years of experience to get your project done right the first time. Whether it's roofing, window, or siding installation, we offer reliable, dependable, and quality work we stand behind. Knutson Roofing. Call or visit us online today.
When you're looking to update your home, shop the Habitat Restore. The Habitat Restore offers a wide selection of new and gently used building materials and home furnishings at an incredibly low price. From furniture and cabinets, windows and doors, appliances, vintage items, reclaimed lumber, and everything in between. The Restore has what you're looking for, and new products arrive daily. So before you run to that big box store, shop the Habitat Restore, providing families with a place to call home.
Asher Laston Exteriors is committed to craftsmanship, innovation, and outstanding customer service as Western Wisconsin's trusted gutter and gutter helmet experts. Our highly trained certified technicians can install gutter helmet onto new or existing gutters. Gutter helmet blends in beautifully with your home, can withstand the heaviest of rainfalls, and is backed by a lifetime transferable warranty. Save up to 22% with zero down and no interest or payments for up to 18 months with seamless gutters and gutter helmet, brought to you by Asher Laston Exteriors.
Knutson Roofing, locally owned with 20 years of experience to get your project done right the first time. Whether it's roofing, window, or siding installation, we offer reliable, dependable, and quality work we stand behind. Knutson Roofing. Call or visit us online today.
Our democracy is under attack by right-wing extremism. In Congress, I'll have the experience to fight back and strengthen voter rights to uphold the will of the people. I'm Katrina Shankland. I approve this message because democracy is worth defending.
Well, after a washout at Target Field last night, that meant a double shift for the Twins and White Sox today. Minnesota looking to keep their flawless record against Chicago alive. First inning coming up here, and a chance for Minnesota to strike with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Brooks Lee is going to ground into the fielder's choice. Close play out at second, but he's out. White Sox escape up 1-0 in the 6th. Then it's Luis Robert Jr. earning a nice light jog around the bases thanks to a 2-run shot. Not really a bad outing by Bailey Ober, but that mistake puts his side down 3. Then last ups for Minnesota, and Michael Kopech strikes out the side with an immaculate inning. 9 pitches, 9 strikes. Chicago wins game 1 of the doubleheader 3-1. And not much scoring in the second game of the Twin Bill either. This one entered the 9th with Minnesota clinging to a 1-run lead. Carlos Correa and Brooks Lee each had 6th-inning solo home runs to put the Twins in front. Well, the lead in the NL Central for the Brewers is still 4.5 games over the Cardinals after both teams lost last night. Milwaukee will look to bounce back tonight and improve to 28-14 at the friendly confines of American Family Field. The Pirates, who Milwaukee faces once again, sit currently in 3rd in the standings at 8.5 games back. Tobias Myers will look to quiet the Pirates lineup that knocked out 5 home runs yesterday. In some NBA news, this afternoon, the Timberwolves announced the promotion of Matt Lloyd from Senior Vice President of Basketball Operations to General Manager. Minnesota's President of Basketball Operations, Tim Connolly, announced the move today, saying he's a wonderful teammate whose tireless work ethic and positivity have made a huge impact on our organization. Now, prior to joining the T-Wolves back in 2022, Lloyd spent 10 seasons with the Magic and 13 with the Bulls. And the U.S. men's basketball team hits the hardwood tonight in an exhibition against Canada. The Americans will play 5 showcase games against various countries as a tune-up before the Olympics get underway. Their first actual Olympic game will be Sunday, July 28th against Serbia. That's it for sports. We'll be back after this.
When the classic flavors of bacon, lettuce, and tomato meet the classic goodness of Hardee's Frisco lineup, you get instant summer favorites. Introducing Hardee's Frisco BLT Angus Burger and Frisco BLT Hand-Breaded Chicken Sandwich.
We provide specialty level care in anything from wisdom tooth removal to dental implant placement to more complex corrective jaw surgeries.
Trying to make it as easy of an experience as you can go through. We're the most experienced clinic in the region for these types of procedures. If you or your family member needs wisdom teeth removed, tooth extraction, dental implants, you found the right place. We'd be happy to see you here.
We work closely with your general dentist. Have a discussion with your dentist about a referral to us.
Improving your home, improving your life with new entry doors. Few things in your home get the constant use of the entry door. Older entry doors are often hard to open, hard to close, drafty, cold, ugly, insecure, or all of these things, a source of daily misery. Correctly installed entry doors provide a safety and security for your family. They are easy to operate, provide comfort, and say welcome to family and friends. Call or visit the Board Store for a prompt free estimate. Get more for less today and every day. The Board Store.
Goodness, ripe for the picking. Hand-breaded chicken, perfect for dipping. Ice-cold lemonade, handcrafted for sipping. Summertime is goodness time, especially at Hardee's.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
All right, we might still see a shower this evening, but overall I think most areas will remain dry. Very similar conditions, upper 50s to mid 60s for both locations. Some fog out there in the more favorable areas. Maybe a shower tomorrow. Mainly dry Friday, but then we have some activity and along with the heat and humidity coming through the weekend. The good news is it doesn't last too long, as you see towards next week, that we drop back into the 70s.
Not too shabby.
And it's going to be another lovely night again tonight, right?
Nice and pleasant.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, thanks for joining us tonight at 6.
We'll see you at 10.